Good morning, students. 9th Standard Social Geography Lesson 2 continuation. Today's class we are going to see about the erosional and depositional landforms of waves. Let us see the textbook. Wave, a steady up crest and down trough movement of surface water are called waves. That is, up and down movement of surface water are called waves. Sea waves are the most powerful agents of gradation, and their erosional, transportational and depositional processes are confined to a very narrow belt along coastal areas. Wave deposition. Rivers carry sediments from the land to the sea. If wave action is high, a delta will not form. Wave will spread the sediments along the coastline to create a beach. And waves also erode sediments from cliffs and shorelines and transport them onto beaches. So beaches can be made of mineral grains like quartz, rock fragments and also pieces of shell or coral. Ocean waves have a tremendous amount of energy, and so they may do a great deal of erosion. Some landforms created by erosion are platforms, arches and sea stacks. Transported sand will eventually be deposited on beaches, spits or barrier islands. Erosional landforms of waves. Some of the erosional landforms of sea waves are sea cliff, sea cave, arch, stack, beach, bar and spit, and wave cut platforms. This is sea cliffs. It is a vertical rock exposure. Sea cliffs are steep rock faces formed when sea waves dash against them. The rocks get eroded to form steep vertical walls. Now we'll see about the sea cave. Actually, a sea cave, also known as a littoral cave, is a type of cave formed primarily by the wave action of the sea. The primary process involved is erosion. So, sea caves are found throughout the world, actively forming along present coastlines and as relict sea caves on former coastlines. Sea cave, prolonged wave attack on the base of a cliff erodes rock materials, which result in the formation of caves. Let us see the sea arch. Another spectacular type of erosional landform is the sea arch, which forms as a result of different rates of erosion, typically due to varied resistance of bedrock. Sea arch. When two caves approach one another from either side of a headland and unite, they form an arch. Example, Neil Island, Andaman and Nicobar. Sea stack. A stack or sea stack is a geological landform consisting of a steep and often vertical column or columns of rock in the sea near a coast, formed by wave erosion. Stacks are formed over time by wind and water processes of coastal geomorphology. Sea stack. Further erosion by waves ultimately leads to the total collapse of the arch. Look at this. This is the arch. Now the waves ultimately leads to the total collapse of the arch. So the arch here, this headland, it is broken and the seaward portion of the headland will remain as a pillar of rock known as a stack. So example, Old Man of Hoy in Scotland. Next erosional feature is wave cut platforms. Flat surface found at the foot of sea cliffs are called as wave cut platforms. Wave cut platform is also referred as wave cut benches terrace. Look at this picture. Waves cut platform, areas of the cliff recession and cliffs. Let us see the short video on waves.
The arch, the cliff, the wave-cut platform, base, headlands, caves, arches, stacks and stumps. So we're saying a cliff is a steep slope of a rock face along the sea coast. It is formed as a result of waves eroding highland along the coast through a process like hydraulic action, where a cliff tends to be undercut and in the time of the upper part collapses into the sea under its own weight. Wave-cut platform, these are formed as a result of attrition, where we see a cliff recession takes place. The base of the cliff is left behind as a platform of the rock. Materials deposited from the cliff may be deposited on top of this terrace, like forming features. And we're saying wave-cut platforms are often visible only at low tidal. Bays and headlands, these are formed in areas along the coast where a soft rock lies between the areas of hard and soft rock. The sea does not erode soft rocks evenly with the hard rocks. Definitely the softer rocks are easily eroded compared to the hard rocks. And what we can see here is the sea has acted on this land and has formed different features. Right now we can see what we call a stack. Initially this was the mainland connecting to this other stack. But due to the wave erosion, the notch was undercut and collapsed into. It started as a cave, later formed a notch collapsed, and then the island that you see left up is a star. So this is where the arch collapsed, forming what we call a star. What we see right here is a cliff, and then below is a cave. And the wave erosion or the wave action is continuously acting on this island, the mainland or the coastline, continuously eroding it, forming different features that we have talked about. What we see right there is wave erosion taking place. This mainland is soon reducing in size. Let's move on to wave deposition features. These are features formed where we see waves depositing different materials on the coastline. So we say the backwash erodes, the swash does deposits. For example, the beaches that are formed, as we can see down here. This is the main area formed due to the deposition of the sand. The sand dunes that we have just seen, the tombolo that we are seeing right here. These are features formed due to wave deposition. So what we see here is silt deposited by the waves, and then we see sand, and then we see gravel, and then we see boulders. These different materials are deposited due to different type of rocks around the coast, as we can see there. So we have softer, harder, quartzite, limestone, different rocks. So the deposition depends on the different type of rocks. As we said, that the waves are different types. We have the destructive and the constructive. What we see there are waves, and that is what we call the swash that is coming towards the coast, then the backwash that is going back. So those are the types of waves, and these waves form different features as we have talked about, where we see the sand being deposited, forming a tombolo, forming a sand dune and a beach.
The short video highlighted the erosional and depositional landforms of waves. And now we will see the depositional landforms of waves. The creatures are beach, bar and spit. Beach. Sand and gravel are moved and deposited by waves along the shore to form beaches. This is the most dominant and constructive work of the sea. Example, Juhu Beach along Mumbai coast, Puri Beach in Odisha and Marina Beach in Chennai. This is bar, and a bar is an elongated deposit of sand, shrinkle or mud found in the sea, almost parallel to the shoreline. This is spit. A spit is a ridge or embankment of sediment attached to the land on one end and terminating in open water on the other end. And spits are common at the mouth of estuaries. Example, Kakinada spit. Depositional landforms of waves. Let us see the textbook. Beach. Sand and gravel are moved and deposited by waves along the shore to form beaches. This is the most dominant and constructive work of the sea. Example, Juhu Beach along Mumbai coast, Puri Beach in Odisha, and Marina Beach in Chennai. Next, it is a bar. A bar is an elongated deposit of land, shingle or mud found in the sea, almost parallel to the shoreline. Next, spit. A spit is a ridge or embankments of sediment attached to the land on one end and terminating in open water on the other end. Spits are common at the mouth of estuaries. Example, Kakinada spit. Okay, now let us see the recap of the lesson. Leveling of uneven landform is called gradation. Weathering is the breaking down of the rocks. Physical, chemical and biological are the three types of weathering. Running water, glacier, underground water, wind and waves are the agents of weathering. Soil is a weathered materials covering the earth's surface in situ. In situ means in the original place.